Welcome back, and today we're going to talk about a very famous writer. It was kind of an accident blog because I was talking to a new subscriber from Denmark, and I told him I'm friends with the famous Scott Autry, the famous American writer, and he said, I like Scott, but I'm an Ole Olsen fan. And I said, Ole Olsen, I know that name. I know he was a world champion. So today we're gonna do the blog on Ole Olsen, inspired by my friend from Denmark. So here we go. Ole Olsen was born November 16th, 1946. Where else but Denmark? And when he was about 16 years old, he met up with the legendary speedway rider Ivan Major. And Ivan taught him how to race speedway. Ivan and Ole are amazing speedway riders, and Ole was just a kid, 16, when Ivan taught him how to race. In 1966, Ole learned to race the speedway with Ivan Major, and in 1967, Ole signed a contract to ride for the Newcastle Diamonds. After only 1 year, Ole was racing in the British League. Ole was known as the Great Dane. Why? Because he was the only Danish rider from Denmark to be very famous in speedway. Not very many riders from Denmark race speedway until Ole Olsen started it up. And he's like the godfather of speedway in Denmark. And it took him only 5 short years to win his first world championship in 1971. Ole Olsen was the 1971 world champion, and he was just a famous rider. A few years later, in 1975, Ole won his second world championship with a maximum score of 15 points. I've always said that a guy who wins one world championship is an amazing and a special rider. And Ole, he has won 3 world championships. If you look at Ole Olsen's accomplishments, they're a mile long. Ole has just won everything on the European circuit. He's just an amazing rider. I think the only person who has more credentials than Ole Olsen is the late great Ivan Major. Ole was a 2-time world long track championship. He won 2 world titles in 1973 and 1979. He was a world's best pairs champion in 1979. He's a 2-time British League champion in 1978 and 1979. He was a 3-time World Cup champion in 78, 81, and 1983. Like I mentioned, Ole was on the Newcastle Diamonds just 1 year after learning to ride speedway. He raced for the Newcastle from 1967 to 1969. And from 1970 to 75, he raced for the Wolverhampton Wolves. (1976 to 1983), Ole raced for my favorite team, the Bumblebees, the Coventry Bees. In 1975, Ole created the Volgen Speedway Center. He co-produced it with his friend, and they held 2 world championships in 1988 and 1994. Ole Olsen can truly be called Mr. Speedway. In 2014, the FIM called Ole to be the Speedway GP race director. Ole Olsen is directly involved in the GP today, and he oversees the track preparation for the tracks in different countries. Ole Olsen is still an amazing ambassador to the sport of Speedway today. Probably no other racer in the sport has ever been so involved in Speedway as Ole has for all those years. He raced for like 17 years, and he was track promoter, he did the 2 world championships, and now he's the FIM director. I mean, Ole Olsen is a pretty amazing guy, and he's in his mid-70s right now. So we want to go ahead and thank Ole Olsen for his lifelong dedication to the sport of Speedway, his amazing racing, and you can learn more about some different videos right here. We're going to go ahead and post for you. So we appreciate you watching the vlog. Please subscribe if this content is important to you. We're going to make more, and please like, share, subscribe, and always ring that bell.